on the cost of 2x4.
Oh,
tough guy.
And I just have to say, I am proud to be part of this cabinet as Secretary of State.
Secretary of State Casanova. It's just got such a good ring to it.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. That being said, all these decisions that we've been making over the past few weeks on how we were going to help these shams right here, DiBiase and Duggan, you guys. Boo! Ho! Tough guy.
Yeah, put the thumbs down, tough guy.
Something that we have not been able for the last 4 weeks. Every time we talk about it, we can't come to terms on who we're going to name for our Department of Health and Human Services. Damn it. I am all about being on board with The Undertaker, man, but you're killing me, man, arguing with me. You're killing me. Oh. He's here.
Oh,
shit. Get rid of that. Okay.
Hold on.
Chris, don't embarrass me.
Okay.
My fellow Americans.
God damn it.
Very happy to be here tonight. Thank you. With my running mate, Mr. Rob Wilds, because Dan Quayle was apparently not available, but that's okay.
Hey.
We are going to win this thing in 2024. Nope, sir, you are my vice presidential selection. Nobody else, because like I said, Dan Quayle wasn't available, but that's okay. Drosy Wild 2024. We're going all the way. We're going to take out the trash, get rid of it from Washington, D.C.
That's right. Yeah. I hate to sound like Zach Galifianakis or whatever the fuck his shitty ass last name is.
Get the tongue toward Galifianakis.
From the movie where he only succeeded because Will Ferrell was in it, the campaign. You better bring your brooms. You know why? Because it's a mess.
He's great in The Hangovers.
Yeah, I guess he was a douchebag.
I thought he was going for Hangover 2 until he said Ferrell. All great movies.
I'm not even going to learn his shitty ass last name, Galifianakis. It's like that Anthony Jeselnik or whatever his gimmick is. Huh?
My goodness.
Hey. He's not. I didn't name him. I didn't name him. I'm just saying. So,
okay.
We are here.
Zach Galifianakis is a fine Greek young man.
So where did he get off in having this big temper tantrum about Mel Gibson? You'd think that he was Jewish the way he went. I won't have him on my movie.
Well, I think that was ridiculous, but
well, Mr.
Everybody makes mistakes, right, Rob Wilds? Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody but us. No, that's a lie. Especially us.
You shouldn't lie as a politician, man. Come on. Well,
we are going to take those lessons that we have learned. We're going to take those lessons that we have learned from the mistakes that we have made in the past.
As long as they don't do a background check on us, we're okay.
Felons can run for presidency, sir. And that's why we are the ones to take out the trash, because, God damn it, we were the trash. Now, Mr. President-elect-to-be, if you don't mind, I would like to try to come to some kind of a conclusion to this angle of the Secretary of the Department of Human Services. I believe should be The Undertaker. He's shown longevity and loyalty and dedication. And Chris, what's your argument?
I'll tell you, man. I still think it should be Isaac Yankem. He's got political experience. He's a mayor right now of Knox County, Tennessee. He's got a degree. I mean, and he's just as intimidating as The Undertaker. So,
just as intimidating as The Undertaker. Bite your tongue, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh. Hey, Doug.
Chris Casanova.
Oh.
You and I have never tangled in the ring. We've never had any beef. And I've never asked you for a damn thing in my life.
All right.
True.
But if you don't side with Wild Thing Rob Wilds, with having The Undertaker as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, we need a dead man in the government. You will be the next to be thrown off the fucking bleachers.
Whoa. Woo. All right. Okay.
Yank 'em.
Settle down there, man. Settle down. We're going to come back to that. But what I think we should talk about is when Rob was thrown off the bleachers.
What? Why would we possibly
President.
Why would we possibly need to talk about that again?
It was a balmy day in Rio Linda.
Roxy Red, shut the hell up for a minute. Mr. Secretary of State, I want to know why you were trying to throw me under the bus like that.
Okay, Doug, come back to that story, okay? Because I'm interested in hearing it again. And okay, Rob, I'm going to tell you why. Because we are on a bunch of new networks. We have a bunch of new viewers. And I would hate to rob them of this story. And I believe they need to hear it.
You know what? When you're right, you're right. This time you're right.
Okay.
So we'll do
the
damn thing again. But before we do, as far as your wonderful opinion goes,
no one wants your opinion. Fuck you very, very much.
Carry on, please.
I do not approve of that message.
There you go. It was good, but I don't approve as well. Okay.
Quiet. Nobody asked if you approve. Who are you?
Right.
You're
hey, shh. Doug?
So it was a very proud moment of my life. We were wrestling for the hardcore championship in a first blood match. To Rob's credit, he didn't bleed yet. But my parents were there. I was very proud. We fought our way up to the top of the bleachers. And then I just did a light little toss, and he went flying down the bleachers, did a dancing soft shoe, and then did a little mid-air figure skating pirouette, plopped down on the floor, and it felt good. It felt great. I have to say. Everyone's screaming in my face, and I'm just like looking at him, and he's not moving. And I thought, oh my God, manslaughter charges.
Okay, as far as your just light little, just kind of like, oh, we're just working here. No. Psychopath was so excited, they grabbed me by one arm with both hands and just went. So here I am, and you're right. I was doing a little soft shoe down the stairs, trying like hell to get some semblance of balance before I hit a flyer for that very show, with a picture of my face probably about as big as what I slipped on, and then I was airborne.
Well,
so that's how that worked out.
But remember, you hit your hip on the bottom step and bounced back into the air and did that figure skating move with 1 foot out and 1 foot tucked under your butt, and you're just like spinning. That was slow motion. That was a slow mo.
I don't remember any of that.
And then plop. Yeah.
Video.
I remember.
There's video of this?
That would be epic.
No.
To my knowledge, no.
Oh.
That sucks. I know, right? It just, man, I would love to show every show.
Oh, you piece of shit.
It's like Ric Flair versus Bruno Sammartino, 1979 in Korea. Nobody will ever see it.
Yep.
Well, allow me just to officially go on record by saying, fuck you, Roxy. See, right there, buddy. And fuck you, Cass. Yeah, right there, buddy. You heard your little story about the greatest pain I've ever felt in a wrestling match. That shit was worse than going through that pyramid of tables. That was way worse. So now that we've
you're welcome.
And he still beat me that night. Damn it!
I get you
took
right.
that huge bump, and you still had to do the JOB. Oh my goodness!
I did the JOB more than anybody. It was bad. I did more jobs than Duke. It's ridiculous.
I don't know about that.
But you didn't. But I never got put over Hunter. So.
By disqualification with brass knuckles. Because Lord knows I wasn't pinning him.
Yeah, right. Oh, no. That's going a little bit too far. Just like when Hogan decided to put over Poffo. He's like, well, you can't pin me, but let's put him over.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Ray, for the
so-
great comments.
Let's we'll get to the comments just a second. Chris, you have now been informed of the consequences of what comes out your mouth next.
Ooh.
What say you, Mr. Secretary of State?
I guess Doug's going to have to throw me off the bleachers because I still feel strongly about Isaac Yankum. I do.
What does this dude have over you?
Oh, good question.
Ooh.
Asking the tough questions, Doug Damien. What does he have on you?
Yeah, he has nothing on me. I just think he's the most qualified. He's already in politics. He's got a degree, and he's just as intimidating as the Undertaker. I just stated before. So,
As I stated before, you arrogant fuck.
I
So,
just- you gotta throw me
Doug,
off the bleachers, man. I'll
double-
take it.
Can I don't want to infringe upon your gimmick, but would you like some help throwing the Secretary of State off the bleachers?
Absolutely. And I say we do it off the backside.
Oh,
No. Come on. I want him to go down and feel the same thing that I felt.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. You're proving that maybe I made a bad choice here, Chris. Maybe we should have voted Psycho Ward in.
maybe.
Maybe.
That's who I voted for. I voted for Psycho Ward.
Uh-oh.
We need a dead man and a psycho in there. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is this? I guess we'll leave it to Mr. President-elect of the future. What do you think, sir? Should we open this thing up for rediscussion on if the Secretary of State will be Chris Casanova or Chris Psycho Ward, or should we leave it as is?
I
Yeah.
think we got a good Secretary of State myself.
I guess you're still in there because he's the boss after all. Well, Doug Damien, thank you for showing up and threatening him. We'll get together on this and make a plan on throwing him right off those fucking bleachers.
Bam.
There's the video.
And I
I
know
wanna
Doug's
see
got to
that.
get back to work. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
All right.
See you, Doug.
We'll see ya.
All right. Doug Damien's going to hurt you, dude. Because I tell you, I've wrestled him several times, and he just doesn't hurt. It just doesn't hurt. You could just beat him all day long, and he'll just stare at you like, why'd you do that?
That's kind of scary.
So, Mr. Future President-elect Drosy, what is your main platform going to be here?
I am first and foremost going to undo everything Joe Biden has done.
Oh,
Then I'm going to reopen the country for wrestling conventions and wrestling shows every weekend in multiple states with no mandates or restrictions.
isn't that already happening, though?
So I can sell my presidential gimmicks.
That's right, sir.
Yes.
That's right. And my main platform, just as a big screw you to Duggan, is I'm going to raise the cost of lumber. Oh, wait a minute.
It's
That's
already
Doug.
way
No,
up,
I'm
isn't
not going to raise the cost of lumber. I'm just kidding, guys. That's all. I'm not getting excited here. Whew. Shit, it's hot in here.
Oh,
Well, Mr. President-elect, I know you've only got about 10 more minutes that you safely can spend with us before you have to get back on the trail. But I wanted to inform you of another selection we made. We reopened the Secretary of Agriculture between Hillbilly Jim and Miss Paloma Star, and it was resounding that she took it.
Paloma Star, right?
Paloma Star beat Hillbilly Jim, and we're happy to have her on board because she's a BMF.
Absolutely.
She's a BMF. All right, what we got going on over here? Hey, what's up, Ray? Oh, good. It is going through. Fantastic.
he says we look good on the TV platform, and he says Undertaker all day long.
See? I mean, doesn't popular public opinion mean anything to you? What kind of a fucking politician are you?
I don't go for the popular opinion. I go for the right person. that can actually get the job done.
I
So,
think I'm going to have
popular
one
opinion.
special Secret Service agent keeping a special eye on you so you don't have us killed so you could take over, you psycho.
No, just you.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, Casanova, you'd make a good vice president. In the horrific, unlikely event that Wild Thing Rob Wilds was assassinated in office, that would be a horrendous. That would be that.
Cocksucker, cut that
That
out.
would be a
Cut that part out,
terrible
damn it.
thing. But if it happened, I'm speaking hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
You-
Oh gosh, the president's microphone went out. What happened? That's crazy. It must be a
That
technical glitch.
Oldest. Come on. The old microphone gimmick, really?
Well, now that the microphone came, I pulled your cord, Bubba. I pulled that cord. Since we are officially now we're aware we're being broadcast, we want to say what's up to all of our people over at the ASAP All Sports All Plays Network, Roku TV people. What up, everybody? Welcome to Wrestle Shoot. We're happy to be out there. It's funny, Mr. President, because the ASAP network is actually where Wrestle Shoot did our first video podcast. We were strictly audio for a while before that.
Nice.
And then we moved over to the Coast to Coast guys, and now we're over here at the Off the Hook Studios, and we're syndicating this wonderful product full of rich and vibrant personalities. None of them could make it today.
And
I got
you.
you guys. we
And
did the same rib on each other at the same time. That's why we're gonna make a good team in Washington.
The yin and yang.
I see. The great part is when we're like at these heads of state dinners and there's actually problems and funk going on, and Mr. President
You're not allowed to go to those.
He says, "Do you guys just want to step outside?"
You're not allowed to go to those.
Me? I'm not.
No.
No.
This is
What?
a time of war. We can't be at the same place at the same time, so you're gonna be somewhere else.
I feel like you
Bunker
just don't want to
somewhere.
have. I feel like you just don't want to have dinner with me.
I'm not confirming or denying that at this time.
Oh, Mr. President,
Spoken like
my
a true
nuts and
politician.
your lips should meet. So far we have it agreed upon for Casanova, which I believe was a mistake. The Undertaker and Paloma Star. Right?
It
Is
should have
something
been
you gonna
Isaac
play
Yankem,
along
though.
here?
Oh, hold on. Our leader's speaking.
I feel Isaac Yankem is a highly qualified individual. And after hearing our Secretary of State, Chris Casanova's argument, I feel that a change should occur and we should bring in Isaac Yankem, DDS. He is the most
Yes.
qualified individual. Rob looks like he bit into a shit sandwich. So, ladies and
Oh, yeah,
gentlemen,
it's a little gritty, kind of lingers on the tongue. Well, I guess the boss has spoken. I guess I'm outnumbered here. So I guess we're taking on Isaac Yankem. And I think it's a pretty sure thing that old Chris Casanova is getting thrown off some bleachers.
Sometimes I gotta take it for the team, man.
You got to
I am prepared to sign an executive order forcing no bleacher throwing
What?
for the next foreseeable future.
Wait a minute. What have I gotten
Yay.
myself into here? Now, what if Chris wants to throw me off the bleachers? I'll bet that's okay, asshole. Ooh, we're crumbling already.
There will be an amendment
Yes.
allowing Wild Thing Rob Wilds to be thrown from bleachers or any other high vantage points, including cliffs and bridges as well.
Well, it's a good thing I'm the best bumper in the room.
I am going to sign an order that you never say that again because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Rob, you're a politician,
look,
man. I know you're supposed to lie, but come on, man. Don't lie
Sitting
that
on the
much.
shitter and handwriting out little notes. An
We will
executive
have a
order is not
national
made.
holiday. It will be Rob Wild's Shitty Bumps Day here in the United States.
The bummer bumper.
The
Oh,
sandbagger.
Oh, for Christ. Sandbagger.
Yeah.
Nah, I get up easy
That's what he said.
to you.
Don't make me use the C word.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Which
Casanova.
C word?
Complacency. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Complacency. So you weren't
Platoon.
you weren't threatening to say cunt. You were threatening to say complacency.
Wait, cunt?
What?
Did you say the cunt?
I was actually going to use a Davy Boy Smith accent and go, Kunt.
Kunt.
Be such a kunt.
Oh, here. I guess I better put this up there. Our disclaimer: if you're easily offended, sucks for you, man.
Would like to apologize. I did not sleep with that woman or use the C word intentionally. We can look back at the tape. I would like to, however, apologize for anyone I have offended. And that's all I have to say about that. Drosy Wilds 2024.
My
Konnichiwa,
fellow
bitches.
Americans, thank you for joining us here on this epic occasion to listen to the words from Mr. Drosy, future president-elect 2024. And we must all, as Americans, get on a mission, come together on the same page, and not worry about who calls you a cunt when you're being a cunt. Don't worry about that. Coming together as Americans is what's important. And if we do, we will take the power from cunt back forever.
I would like to apologize
Good.
to the huge female demographic watching this show right now. The words from Rob Wilds do not necessarily represent those of President Duke the Dumpster Drosy or Secretary of State Chris Casanova.
If
Just
I
saying.
may, sir,
You may.
he did say cunt. Just saying, he did say it.
We're going to have to look into that. We're going to have to circle back around to that.
Circle
I don't
back
remember.
around to it. Well,
We're out of time on that, so we'll come back.
well, Mr. Drosy, I know that you have to hit the campaign trail. You got places to go, babies to shake, and hands to kiss. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah. So, thank you, Mr. President-elect, for joining us, and we will talk to you soon. And
Drosy
very
Wilds
soon-
2024, and thank you for having me on the show, my friends.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
good, sir. And very soon we will have an official campaign video.
Can't wait.
We'll see you next time, boss. That's
boss.
right. I called in, boss. I respect the presidency of these United States of America.
Of a great country.
I don't know if maybe we should have been talking about undoing what Biden did, and not talking about undoing what Trump did. But, hey, how about
We're just
this?
gonna do everything. Just
Let's just
reset.
start a bunch of new shit that somebody else is then going to have to unfuck. What do you think?
yeah, why not?
Well,
Yeah,
I think
4
it's
years to get in, man. Got some fun.
and I was biting my tongue because I didn't want to get off on a rant with the future president looking at me. But can I tell you guys about something that pissed me off today?
All right, viewers, get ready. Rob's been going to rant. I just want to pre-warn everyone.
This is
Okay.
going to be a controlled rant. I'm going to do my best. This is not going to be a Paul Roma style rant, even though fuck you, Roma, you coward, out there running your Paradise Alley wrestling school, offering excellent training at affordable prices. How dare you not come and confront me on this show? That's all right, Roma. You keep hiding, but
I think Rob can take you still.
who cares what you think? That's just not even a supporter friend thing to say. You know what? How about
Can you
this?
see?
for anybody who needs to tell somebody to fuck off. But oh hi, go fuck yourself.
That's for you.
Hey, I got your back either way, man. I'm just saying.
Anyway, so I'm reading through somebody's
Oh.
Facebook post today, right?
Mhm.
And they're talking about just how bad this year's Royal Rumble sucked. Okay. Somebody else came in and said, yeah, there's no original writing anymore. Nobody seems to care anymore. And somebody else chimed in with, it's pretty sad when us, the fans, can predict what's going to happen next. And then like 20
Here it
other
comes.
people got on board with Spartacus writing off their nonsense. And then somebody chimed in, it's not just WWE, it's the entire professional wrestling
Oh.
industry that is predictable and embarrassing. That pissed me off. Okay.
I
Hold
can
on.
see why. I can understand it. It pisses me off a little bit hearing that.
It is time. It is so far past time. Look, you, the fans out there, worked so hard to pull back the fourth curtain of pro wrestling that you didn't just pull it back. You tore it down, you shit on it, then you set it on fire. Then you have the balls to come back at us, the ones in the business, the ones who are trying. Bitch, how we killed kayfabe. We're predictable. You know what's going to happen next. Well, guess what? If you just stayed a fucking fan and didn't try to jump all up into the backstage and the politics of it, then maybe you would still have a good time. Maybe the people writing would have much more gusto into writing a better product. But y'all already know what's going to happen a week before the show. So what's the point? We just go out there and we're the dancing bears, putting on the little show for the, quite frankly, ungrateful generation of wrestling fans.
I agree.
If you guys want us to say, to accept our responsibility in the death of kayfabe and the killing of character, then okay, you have to be equally as willing to accept your part or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's
a
not
two-way-
hard.
It's
If
a
you
two-way
hate
street,
wrestling
man.
so much, don't watch it anymore.
It's a
Quit
two-way
going
street, man.
online and quit going to I'mFuckingRight.com where everybody else thinks the same stupid shit that you do. If you want it to be entertaining, then go and prepare to be entertained. Don't go there and try to write a little review of what your interpretations of all the matches are. Because let's be honest, most of you, the term smart mark don't even apply anymore. You all are so far past that. You've become pests. You've become a problem. And you are killing the business every bit as bad as these new guys coming out of wrestling school in 2 months, changing their gimmick, changing their music every freaking month, always trying to be not giving the fans somebody to get behind when they hear the music start. They know exactly what's coming. They don't have that anymore. You just gotta wait till you see them or hear the announcer say it.
Yeah.
Be a fan. If you want to be a fan, be a fucking fan. Quit trying to write the show. Quit trying to go expose everything you can, because that's fucked up.
And that's been gone a long time, man. It's been gone a long time. It really has. As far as fans just being fans, it's been gone for years, man.
And as far as you expose it, as far as them exposing things goes, you're not exposing anything. It's not like since the 70s, maybe early 80s, fans were like, oh, this is totally a legit athletic competition. We all go into it since the 90s knowing it was a show, but still trying to be a fan, right? So
Sure.
How about we try to stay fucking fans?
Well, it's like watching a movie, Rob. It's like watching a movie, right? Like you go to the movie theater, you buy a little ticket, you sit down and you watch a movie, right? An action movie, okay? They're not really killing each other. It's not really it's a movie. It's like you're in a fantasy. That's what wrestling was supposed to be. You know it's fake, but you kind of get yourself in this little fantasy world, and that's gone. Like that whole thing is gone. They show up as we're equal level as the workers are. So we, can predict everything. That's the way it is. It's
And
not
to
fun
put
anymore.
it in an unusual term, in a
Yeah.
sense, wrestling was a child killed by one of its parents. Wrestling trusted the fans.
Yep.
We had a good thing going on for a very long time. And then y'all walked up behind it and slit its throat. And now you cry that the pay-per-views aren't what you wanted. Just stop. Stop. Try being a fan. I mean, I don't really hear, and maybe it's because I'm not looking, but I don't really hear about this kind of shit going on with movies. Oh, well, I hear that Schwarzenegger and Stallone are actually friends. Oh, let me pull back the curtain. Fuck out of here.
Oh, one of our viewers, Ray Cruz, definitely agrees with us. He's been watching wrestling since the 80s and present. So he gets it.
That's right. Ray Wrecking Cruz, man. He's one of our dogs over there at ASAP.
Yep. I get it. I mean, I get it. It's wrestling's definitely a different spot than it was, 20 plus years ago. And I think probably the mid 90s and late 90s, that's when things started kind of taking a turn.
See, I was thinking more like 2005, 2000, between 2005, 2010. It's when it all started going to shit.
I saw it when I was coming up in APW when I started out, and our promoter at the time, Roland, would bring these marks in. Smart marks to help with the show or this and that, and then they thought they were better than the fans, and then of course they would take all their knowledge that they learned supposedly and tell the fans about it, and then
start telling each other about it.
Just like a little gossip fest, and everybody knows what's going on. I mean, shit, even got to a point where they knew what fucking angles were going on before the matches even started.
Yeah. I mean, somebody figures out what the finish is, and rather than just say, "Oh, that's a cool finish. I can't wait to see how this all plays out," they go online and post it like an asshole.
Yep.
Like one of those hecklers at a comedy club that just gets going louder and louder and louder because fuck everybody else's good time. This ain't about them. It's all about me, the drunk asshole sitting in the back. That's what that equates to me as. Is the asshole heckler, the dickhead who is putting spoilers online. Those are the people who should be flogged, just dragged outside and kicked in their head a few times.
Yeah.
And if somebody on here is one of those dudes who does post those results, I'll kick you in the fucking head, dude. Don't come at me ever in person and try to get loud over what you watched today, because I will kick you in your head.
He will too.
I've seen
it.
One. This makes me angry because we worked really hard and we had to work harder throughout the years and harder and harder and harder to try to keep the fans engaged because they were just, we know everything now. Now we're here judging the show and not being a fan.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
Hey, rant over. It was
Did I
good.
do okay? I didn't snap that bad, right?
No, and I engaged with you a little bit. I calmed you down a little bit. You didn't go nuts. No, like typical, where you just fucking like a tea kettle. It's ready to burst.
Dude, I'm gonna tea kettle. You watch how you're talking to me, Secretary of State.
Hey,
don't forget.
Settle down there. It's okay. It's all good.
Oh God.
Breathe.
I almost used your thing against you, but I didn't. Because that, sir, is teamwork. And that's what we're gonna bring to Washington.
A dream work. Right? Makes a dream work. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think it's time that Chris Casanova regales us with his new segment, The Epic Fails of Wrestling. Oh, Epic Wrestling Fails. I didn't screw that up. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait,
hold on.
take two.
Cut that pot out. Okay.
Cut
ready?
It out, right?
Me. We're going to try out Chris Casanova's new spot, Epic Wrestling Fails.
Oh,
Chris, what do you have for us this week?
Let's see. Well, I have the Montreal Screw Job.
Oh, we're gonna go back to the Montreal fucking. I can't even let the words come out of my mouth, dude. the Montreal excuses, the Montreal excuses, dude. Chris, can we just call a spade a spade? All
Yeah.
right. The
Did I say
Montreal work. Montreal was fake. Oh,
like fake with like F, like capital FAKE, fake?
what bothers
Exclamation
me
marks.
about the Montreal screw job is here we are 193 and a half years later, and we're still talking about this work that so many disagree that it's a work. Oh, no, that was all legit. No,
No,
it
it
was
wasn't.
not legit, and I am happy to dismantle the screw job here with you right now, Chris, and prove to everybody that it was a work. Can I just do a without any flash ups or anything?
But if the plan, hold on, if the plan worked, it wouldn't have been okay. The underlining plan worked. It wouldn't have been a fail. It would have been
Epic. But we'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to be casting over. We're going to circle back around to that one.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
My dude. So listen, I hear people all the time. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't put you over for your next appearance. You're appearing what, Thursday through Saturday night?
Oh,
Is that correct?
yeah. That
There
doesn't.
in Austin.
Yeah, that is looking for the campaign though. How did you find out about that?
You know, I just people talk, people tell me things. You know, I'm
Okay.
awesome. You suck.
Well, we're not. Well, okay.
I fucking love that one.
That was good. That was good. I think I need a shot for that because that was
Yeah.
that good.
I'll join you.
Okay, you're gonna
So-
join me.
Did you have something you wanted to add before I threw out my most obvious like opener of how it was a work, and then we'll go back over the rest of it? Do you have
Well, no,
something
I think-
throw in first?
No, I think let's have a shot and we'll get into that. We think, yeah.
A little
All
holy
right.
water. See,
Oh, let me turn mine around. I'm an idiot.
toast.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it just seemed like it was too planned out, and a lot of things were really convenient. Like the whole camera was like all set on that.
Okay,
When
you're
he's doing
and that's exactly the point that I make is what you just said. The
Yes.
camera. The camera. Chris, you are running Gorilla. All right.
Okay.
Everything that goes out over that pay-per-view screen hits you. You're the final word because you're sitting back in the truck. You're sitting back in the truck and producing everything.
Yeah. Mhm.
When the match ends, where does the camera go? Does it go to the new champion? Even if he's grabbing the belt and walking away, does it go to the new champion? Or does it go to the guy sitting in the ring going,
Exactly. That's my point. Usually it goes to the champ and blah blah blah. And that no, it didn't. It just champ walks away, gone, and boom, panned in on Brett and just going off and cussing and spitting and breaking up production equipment. And even okay, if that was real, like that shit would have been stopped.
let's look at this.
Okay.
Do you think there is any possible way if that fucking Brett would allow Sean to hook the sharpshooter?
No.
No, of
Sean's
course
wildest
not.
dreams, he couldn't do that.
Of course not. And that just screams volumes. There's no way that Brett would let Sean apply the sharpshooter. They were trying to work out, we had it worked out to where Brett reversed it. But that right there, if Brett's already feeling shady about the deal, like he claims in his books and the shadow wrestling horse shit that he put out.
Yeah, wrestling with the shadows or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I just don't think that there's any way that Brett would have allowed that to happen. But it did happen, and it happened fast. And Brett saw Vince already walking down to the ring with Sarge. We've been in the ring. You're not going to hide somebody walking up to a corner of the ring and then having a seat ringside. You don't miss that.
No, of course not.
And for that matter, wrestling with shadows.
Yeah.
Look. Listen. The WWE was too much of a juggernaut, meaning that they were at the time almost worth $4 billion. Okay, that's billion with a B. That's
Capital B.
1,000 millions, 3.8 times. Do we honestly believe that a multi-billion dollar company can't control the shit man from breaking cameras? You think that if that was really happening, there was any way Vince would be there to get spit on, to be the one to ring the bell? No. Vince had to introduce himself into that angle.
Of course he did. And you think any asswad, to jumped out of the crowd and started breaking shit, you think how many seconds you think that guy would have been gone? How many seconds? What?
Yeah.
Like
I
within
mean, if you again put yourself in the producer's seat in that big production truck on your comfy chair,
Yeah.
would you ever hold the camera on Bret Hart long enough to go WCW to the camera?
No.
Never. They have
Never.
just like television, or not television, live radio, live terrestrial radio. They have a delay dump button.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's $1 billion company. They're not gonna let that happen. They got shit set. I mean,
And then suddenly these cameras are in the back, and Bret Hart got himself in there, hit Vince McMahon in the face, and Bret walked out. Really?
but
Does
before
everybody think? Because I could tell you from personal experience being in the back, Bret was not loved by anybody.
no.
Bret was very selfish. He always had something nasty to say to somebody, about something. He was never on time. Everything was the big Bret Hart boo-boo face. He didn't want to do anything for anybody, just what worked for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Bret wouldn't have even shown up, because if you go, and that's if you go by what he says. If you listen to Bret's testimony, he said he showed up to the building, convinced something was going to go sideways, went to Earl Hebner and said, "Did you get any word to screw me over?" And Earl said, "No, I haven't heard anything, Bret. And if I did, I'd tell you." And I believe Earl meant that when he said it.
Yeah.
But when Vince came to the ring and said, ring the bell. I mean, as far as the storyline goes, is what I'm trying to say. I'm that makes it believable when he said it. I got my words twisted.
I gotta pause you for a second on that. One of our longtime listeners, Maria Davis, has said hi to us. Hey, Maria, love you too.
What's up, Carl? And if anybody has an opinion on this Montreal thing, I'd love to hear it. But we're still kind of getting down to the meat and potatoes of this job. Chris, did you hear that Bret got screwed?
Oh, I'm sorry, work job. Excuse me. Sorry.
And nobody ever seems to speak, I guess, to the fact that, like, all of a sudden, Rick Rude just left and went to WCW because he was angry about what they did to Bret. Are you kidding me? Rick Rude's going to quit his job and then call up Bischoff. "Hey, I'm starting work for you guys tomorrow." Bischoff's like, "Oh, okay." What? I don't believe that Bischoff was privy to the work at all. I don't think he was smart enough to get it, had enough of a writer's brain to get it. I think that he was just miles away trying to play, rock star with Hogan.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So let's just say,
let's jump into more.
Let's just say everything that we said is wrong. All right. Everything that we just threw down, it was all pushed off. Wait, Maria says it seems like it was planned for Brett to get screwed in his hometown, but no, that's what they wanted you to think. That Brett was set up to get screwed, because then all of a sudden there's Brett in WCW. Something that a lot of people don't talk about is the fact that the McMahons were buying lots of stock in WCW.
Oh yeah.
In WCW saw their numbers going up and thought, oh shit, well, let's just keep spending money like we got it like that, which nobody's got it like that.
The
Like
ATM machine eventually runs out.
Yeah, like the way the Eazy-E was running WCW, nobody.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into a few more reasons why we believe it's a screw job, but I want to fast forward more towards the end. And I'm going to say this is exactly what happened, because what are they going to do? Sue me? Fuck you guys. This is based on all the information and all my experience of the business. This is what I believe happened. I believe there was a very clandestine cloak and dagger meeting between three guys, only three guys: Vince, Brett, Sean.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Maria's comment.
Shawn Michaels never hated Bret Hart. Remember they said pulling hair? Yeah. No, Shawn was very jealous of Bret and the level of success that Bret was hitting. And that's just what it is. Anyway, moving forward. These three men had a conversation about things like hostile takeovers, about things like the greatest grossing pay-per-view in the history of the world up to this date. They had conversations about Hogan's waiting for you over there to help with the plan. There was a lot going on. And this Montreal thing, because it had me for a while, it was played out very, very well. But at the end of the day, Bret had it, and he's admitted it, written into his contract, that he was going to be the heavyweight champion 3 times. And I believe that come the third time, Vince was going to drop the hammer on WCW. But, they ended up, he ended up getting it for much less than he thought he was going to through other avenues. Yeah, I just want your library and your name. Fuck all your contracts. I don't need your rings and your lights and your trucks. I got all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need all that from you, cocksucker. But the plan seemed to be going on very well, very, very arranged. They were moving up to Vince McMahon quietly taking WCW and not closing it down, keeping it running. So the greatest main event in pay-per-view dollar history would be WCW champion Bret Hart versus WWF champion Shawn Michaels. They would have had a WCW versus WWF massive global pay-per-view. Massive. Even countries like China that don't allow pay-per-views in might allow this epic show with this epic main event. And people always said, who wins between the WCW and WWF champion? Who wins? Oh, who's got the bigger ego? Who's got the bigger pocketbook? It's all in Vince's pocket now. So, of course, Shawn goes over. Right? Vince owns both companies. Of course, Shawn goes over. Bret Hart scurries away. But they make this amount of money that their kids and grandkids would never have to do anything again. And everything appeared to be going very as scheduled, with Shawn doing his thing back home and Bret over in Atlanta getting all the belts and the progression he was supposed to get. And then one man came along.
Oh, and this is where the epic failure takes place.
Oh, boom. The potato from hell. Now, since the fans are so into pulling back the fourth fucking curtain, let me tell you what exactly is happening right here. Bret saw that kick coming. but he saw it coming a little bit too late. You see him trying to get his hand up in there, but Goldberg's toe was already pushed through into Brett's face. I mean, just look at the look on his face. That's the my belt is all the fucking way wrong look.
Oh yeah, you can totally see that. I mean, there's no way he could have avoided it. He was too late, and the damage was done. Like, look at that, man. Oh, God, that hurts me just looking at it.
Gives you a bit of a headache.
A little bit.
I mean, Bill Goldberg came along and essentially ended the career of a professional wrestling legend because he was a sloppy, uncaring psychopath who just cared about. He wasn't like Brett in the form of, Brett didn't care how little money he made as long as he got to put you in the sharpshooter every night. Brett was happy. Yeah. Goldberg wanted to spear you every night, but make as much money as possible. And if somebody gets in his way, then maybe little slips like that happen. Oops. Well, I sure didn't mean to. Gosh, yeah. Brett, I'm sorry. And with that potato, that kick heard around the world, the angle died. And Vince said, okay, well, we're still taking him. And he did. And this time he made it very, very public. Enough to the point where he's hoping now that enough time has passed where maybe people will have forgotten about the Montreal work job. Yeah, they got short-sighted. They're short-sighted. Maybe they'll forget by now, but we didn't forget. Nobody forgot. And for 25 fucking years, people have been talking about, well, poor Brett. Every time Brett goes on his little shoot interviews, he's got something dirty to say. But
he's like that all the time. That's just Brett.
And the plan might have been spoiled, but there was salvation made out of it. Like, we'll go back to this. That's them doing their stupid fucking making up gimmick, which I don't know if they were buddies before this. I don't know what it was. I know Brett and Sean didn't like each other. Maria thinks otherwise, but they did not like each other. Yeah, they were friends when they were tag team, but when they both went singles, and Brett was getting all those belts, and Sean was just doing the no punching in the face, which was a great match gimmick with Rick Martel. That was a great match, though.
Epic, man, epic. I mean, gosh, one of the top matches of all time in my book. But gimmick matches.
No, Maria, to answer your question, Brett was not liked in the locker room. Brett cared about what was good for Brett right now, and that's it. There's a really good story floating around about that where Nash says he was talking to Brett about what they're going to do tonight, and Undertaker comes walking over and sits down because he was going to get involved in that match and start the feud with him and Nash, him and Diesel. And he says, I'm going to powerbomb you. Then Undertaker's going to come up through the ring and blah, 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 drag me down. And Brett's like, oh, no, because then the people are going to think you had me beat, and I'm only still the champ because of Undertaker. Just the biggest mark talk that there is. And he just wouldn't give. And finally, Undertaker jumps up out of his chair and screams, God damn it, Brett, not everything is about you.
That's a classic story.
That's the general tone. So, their biggest pay-per-view ever didn't happen, right? It was a failure. Thanks, Goldberg, is what they're saying. But they still managed to capitalize on that now, didn't they?
Of course. And got WCW for a cheaper price.
Oh, no. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the other monetary gains. Let me give you a for instance.
Oh, okay.
The Montreal screw job action figures.
Oh.
I know you can't see it here, but this sticker actually promotes that it's the same costumes that they wore at the Montreal screw job. Screw job is the biggest word in the middle. And that is, they made a ludicrous amount of money off selling those sets.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's, other things that come out of it. What do we got? We got books that are coming out of it.
Yep. The videos, DVDs, all kinds of stuff.
And if you really think about it, it's kind of funny that it's got all three of them, the ones who actually orchestrated that. Because I will say this. Vince, Brett, and Sean are all old enough carnies where you will never, ever, ever hear them admit it. Not
Sure.
ever. But if you think about it, if you give it just a little bit of thought outside of the stories that they've been trying to produce to cover up for epic wrestling fails, there it is. That's the fail, which is a shame because
It
they
is.
are, I think, going to go down in history as two of the greatest talents,
Sure.
in the wrestling business.
Absolutely.
But I believe, and you hear guys like X-Pac, I think Hall, like a lot of dudes have busted this thing wide open and been like, look, there's no way this thing was a shoot. There's just no way this was a shoot. And if you think about it, if you give it even a little bit of thought, any rational thinking person can come to the conclusion that Montreal Screwjob was fucking fake.
The work job.
The Montreal work job.
Yep.
Well, Maria, of course, Brett said he got along with the guys, but do you ever hear the nastiness that rolls out of his mouth about everybody who has attained even a little bit of success? They're garbage compared to me. They can't carry my jock. They can't lace my boots. They say never meet your hero. So it was really sad for me when I met Brett for the first time.
Yeah.
And the second time. And the third time. Until it got to the point where I would just kind of nod at him, Brett. He'd say, "Oh, hey, Rob." Because he's not going to talk shit about me. He's got nothing. I'm no threat to him.
Sure, I didn't believe it. Yeah. Wow. Well, I think we're rolling on time here.
No, Maria says she sure did. Yeah. Yeah, he's very, very arrogant. Brett's very arrogant. Sean's very arrogant. They're both just crazy arrogant bastards.
Yep.
But they were together in the sense of, let's make an obscene amount of money. They were game for that.
Of course.
And then it fell apart.
Yep.
Like the greatest things in life do, all things end, thanks to superstar Billy Goldberg, who throws the potato from hell, the kick heard round the world, who ended the fans' opportunity to see WCW versus WWF.
Well, I think that's our time, man.
We take as much time as we want to, son.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, I'm done. You done?
I think I'm done.
All right. This has been another episode of Wrestle Shoot, coming to you from the coast to coast. From the coast to coast. Jesus fucking Christ. From the Off the Hook studios. Broadcasting over to All Sports, All Plays and on Roku. And it's been fun. You have fun, Chris? I had fun.
I had a great time, as always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Maria. And, we got to figure out a system, I think, to link messages coming from these different places that were
we need to figure that out.
Indicated to. I would like to see everybody's comments. I'd like to hear what everybody has to say.
Oh, and Tiki Live TV.
And Tiki Live TV. You heard it here first.
Jay just said. Boom.
Anyway, that's going to do it for us, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Y'all have really reminded us how much we enjoy doing podcasting. We were starting to lose our fire there for a little bit, but Wrestle Shoot's feeling strong, and we're back. And better than ever. And on that note, Christina.
Roberto.
Alcohol.